Drew Griffith from the Northeast.
Well, welcome back to the Foot Locker National Cross Country Championship. So you were here last year. What's your fondest memory of last year?
Probably just having some good memories with my friends. I mean, I met a lot of guys out here last year, and I'm still friends with them today. And a lot of them are here, actually. So, just really enjoyed that part of the trip.
Isn't that great? During the year, you must run across all kinds of guys that you've raced against here and that you see.
Yeah, it's pretty special. I mean, you just see so many familiar faces from this race, and it's just like, oh, I met that kid at Foot Locker, and it's just really cool to see.
And do you tell them all to go to Notre Dame?
I mean, if they want to, of course.
What is it? I think it's 7 kids we have out of the 80. I don't think we've ever had a school do that well. So what was the deciding factor for you?
Yeah, I mean, the team and the atmosphere was just amazing. I loved everybody on the team, and the coaches were great too. They just treated me like family from the day I started talking to them, and it was just the deciding factor.
That's what everybody said so far. They love that atmosphere. Well, hey, you had a great race, not just a great time last year. You had a great race last year. So 8th place is phenomenal. So what made that race great? How did you do that? It ran so well.
Yeah, so I mean, I really just tried to start out in front of, pretty far up early on in the race and just kind of maintain that position for a while. But towards the end, I started to fall off a little, but I was pretty happy with my 8th place finish. So just really worked the uphill, I guess.
All right, so almost 3/4 of the kids here have never been here. So if I were a snotty little sophomore came in and said, hey, how do you run that race? What would you say? How do you run that course?
You definitely got to save some for that uphill. It's pretty challenging, and then honestly the downhill is just as challenging as the uphill. I mean, you gotta get your legs turning over pretty quick, and I think that's the key to the race.
So 8th last year. What's the goal for this year?
I mean, honestly, anything better than 8th, but just really have some fun with it. Senior year, this is my last cross-country 5K ever, so I'm just really going to try to soak up everything I can.
So what will make the difference? What will give you that little extra that will get you from 8th to 7th to 5th to 3rd to maybe winning it? What would be the difference? What do you think?
Just staying in the race. I mean, if I'm going up the hill, I just got to remember that all the guys next to me are suffering just as much as I am. So just got to barrel through that pain and get to the next level. So
you said that this was my last 5K, like, oh boy, track season's right around the corner. Are you a track guy more than a cross-country guy or vice versa?
I'm definitely a cross guy over a track. I enjoy running on the grass much more.
Yeah. Well, you've run 4:07 for the mile. That's pretty doggone fast. So you said your goal for track season this year would be what?
I mean, if breaking 4 is in the books, then I'd love to do that.
That would be great. That would be great. But you've had a good cross-country season. A little bit about the regional. So you are in a great regional, and you ran well. Ryan ran well, so you're right with him there. How did that region go for you?
Yeah, I think it went pretty well. I mean, I led most of the race and just kind of controlled it, and then Ryan made a move with 400 meters to go. So I tried to go with him a little, but just didn't have it in me that day. So I mean, the Northeast is pretty loaded this year, so I think we're going to do some damage as a team as well.
It's an understatement that you're loaded this year. This is a good group of guys. You're almost all state champions in track or cross country, and you've all run really fast, so it should be great. Now, that was your first loss of the year, was that right?
Yep.
And are you ready to remedy that this Saturday?
Yeah, I'm ready to get some revenge.
What's the other thing you're looking forward to this week? Forget about the race for a minute. Just what's the thing you say, oh God, going back to San Diego, and what pops in your mind?
Yeah, I mean, just hanging out with my future teammates. I mean, there's so many of us here, and we're just gonna have a blast after the race. So.
Have you got your gear already yet?
Yep, I got all my gear. It's pretty sweet, yeah.
Like Christmas, huh?
Yeah, it is like Christmas.
All right, very good. Well, good job. Thank you so much.
Yep, thank you.
Right, watch your head when you get up. Good job.
Thank you.
All right.